Hold on to your seats, people. What we have here is nothing short of a telenovela unfolding in real time, and you won't believe the plot twists we're about to unravel. It involves love, betrayal, heartbreak, and of course, a boxing champion thrown into the mix. This isn't just a regular love triangle, it's a full-on scandal of the highest order, and it's all centered around Papoose, Remy Ma, and undefeated world champion boxer Claressa Shields. Yes, you heard it right. This is not a drill. The question on everyone's mind, what happened to Papoose and Remy Ma's seemingly perfect love story? Spoiler alert, it's not as perfect as we all thought. And now, Claressa Shields is stepping into the ring, and trust me, she's not just here for the knockout in the boxing world. All right, let's rewind. The first domino to fall in this saga was Papoose's birthday bash. A star-studded event with lavish decorations, champagne flowing like it was water, and what caught everyone's eye, Papoose and Claressa Shields looking like they were way more than just friends. Now remember, this party was supposed to be about Papoose, his birthday, his celebration, right? But when those photos started circulating, there was a conspicuous absence. Remy Ma. That's right, folks, the birthday girl wasn't there. Instead, we saw Claressa Shields right beside Papoose, not just as a guest, but as the center of his attention. They were all smiles, matching outfits, Louis Vuitton no less. They were practically serving us the definition of couple goals. And you know what's even more jaw-dropping? The cake. Oh yeah, on the cake, right there in frosting, was written, "New Beginnings." Now, we all know the saying, no one's perfect. But that's about as subtle as a punch in the face, don't you think? Let's take a moment to process this. New beginnings. And what did that mean for Remy? Well, as the whispers started, so did the heartbreak. Can you imagine your partner, your ride or die, sitting there celebrating with someone else and the entire world knows about it before you do? Yeah, that's cold. But it didn't stop there. It wasn't just the images of Papoose and Claressa that sent Remy into a spiral. It was the fact that Remy was watching it unfold in real time. That's right. It wasn't just a celebration. It was a message. And that message? It was loud and clear. New Beginnings wasn't just for the event. It was for the new chapter in Papoose's life. And Claressa Shields was clearly a part of that chapter. Hold on. The drama doesn't stop there. The internet, as it always does, dug deeper. The tea was steeping, and soon enough, we got the real receipts. Leaked DMs, private conversations, hotel receipts. It was like opening a Pandora's box of raw emotions. And what did we find inside? The truth was more scandalous than we ever imagined. Let's start with the DMS Remy Ma. Heartbroken, furious, and vulnerable, sent Papoose a message just days before his birthday bash. In the DM, she reportedly said, "I gave you everything. How could you do this to me?" And you know what Papoose's response was? "You didn't give me what I needed anymore. I gave you everything, and you chose to keep running." Ouch, that's cold. I mean, can you imagine the devastation in those words? A man who once wrote you love letters while you were incarcerated, turning around and saying that? The emotional weight of it? It's too much. But wait, it gets better. Hotel receipts were leaked, showing Papoose checking into a luxury hotel just 2 weeks before his birthday with a second unnamed guest. Now, you don't need to be Sherlock Holmes to figure out who that second guest might have been. The timing was way too suspicious, and let's be honest. When the internet gets curious, it doesn't rest until it finds answers. The receipts showed that Papoose had booked a luxurious suite. But you know who didn't book a room? Remy Ma. Did Papoose spend a romantic weekend away with Claressa Shields? Or was it just business? I guess we'll never know for sure, but if you ask the internet, they're already certain this wasn't just a friendly getaway. The whispers are now roars. Now let's talk about the speech that turned the whole situation from a quiet storm into an outright hurricane. At the birthday party, Papoose, standing before an audience of friends and family, took the mic. And what did he say? Oh, it wasn't your typical birthday gratitude speech. No, he stood up and said, and I quote, "Sometimes the people you thought would ride with you forever park the car and walk away." Can you even feel that? He didn't just say this in private. He said it in front of everyone, and when he said it, you could feel the emotional weight of those words in the room. The energy shifted. It wasn't a birthday toast, it was a declaration. It was the final nail in the coffin of the relationship Remy thought she was rebuilding. It wasn't just over, it was over. And as the guests were silently processing this bombshell, in walked Claressa Shields, stepping up to the mic with a confidence that could shatter glass. And what did Claressa say? She grabbed that mic and dropped the line that had the whole internet buzzing. A real fighter doesn't just win in the ring, she wins in love too. I mean, that was a knockout punch. It wasn't just a statement, it was a claim. And Claressa made sure to stake her ground right then and there. The crowd went wild. The champagne flowed faster than ever. And in that moment, Claressa wasn't just a guest. She was now a partner. And let me tell you, when she said that, it was like Remy Ma had been left in the dust. The internet lost it. Fans of Papoose, Remy, and Claressa were divided. People started tweeting their thoughts. Some went straight for Papoose, saying he was trading loyalty for a new shiny object, while others defended Claressa as a woman who knew what she wanted and went for it. And of course, the memes flooded in like we've never seen before. We got memes of Papoose looking at Remy like, "You had one job," and Claressa turning around like, "I'll take the crown now." And honestly, some of these memes were hilarious, but there was also a lot of real hurt behind it. Some fans couldn't believe Papoose could just throw away years of history for what seemed like a quick fling. Meanwhile, others saw it as the ultimate power move. Claressa Shields isn't just a boxer, she's now taking over Papoose's world. So what's next for these three? Well, if you ask me, this drama is far from over. Remy's silence might be the calm before the storm. Word on the street is that she's already been in talks with some of the biggest producers to release a diss track aimed squarely at Papoose. Could we be getting another Shether-like moment? Who knows, but if there's one thing we know for sure, it's that Remy Ma doesn't stay quiet for long. And Claressa? Well, I'm sure this is just the beginning for her. She's got the confidence of a champion in the ring, but now she's taking that same energy into her love life. She's got a title, but is she ready for the fight that comes with it? Who wins in the end? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this love triangle, it's about to get even messier. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for all the updates as this story continues to unfold. You won't want to miss what comes next because, trust me, it's about to get even crazier.